Here we are. We are going to do a double today. Very fun. Have two glasses prepared. Get your land cask Aerstone and your sea cask Aerstone. These are both single malts from the owners of Glenfiddich, William Grant and Sons. So they own a lot of people, or a lot of whiskeys, of course. But yeah, they produce Glenfiddich as well. This whiskey here is actually a response to consumer concerns by what was it, Sean Weeman, the global innovation brand manager, because a lot of people say that the world of whiskey is complex and intimidating. So they wanted to make something a bit more simple for people to have, to understand, to buy. We have here with the Aerstone. So the Aerstone, the land cask, is said to be aged inland, and it's also going to be smoky and peated. Okay, and then we have the sea cask, which is more of a Speyside whiskey, as it's it says it's aged near the coast, which is funny, and that of course the lack of peat is usually that kind of concern near the Speyside region. We'll do so in that case, because we obviously start with the less peated one. We're going to do the sea cask first, and this one got a 75.18, very low, and the land cask got a 78.22, so much better. So I'm very curious what this one is going to be like at a 75.18. We've never drinking something like that before, but we're also going to be doing a combination and a comparison experience, which is kind of fun. I think we get to try that, and we can see how that rolls in. All right, let's give it a shot. It's really curious what we're going to try and pair this with. We'll see how it is first, of course. Whiskey, whiskey in my glass, in my glass. Put that over here. Okay, now for what you are going to get from the sea cask, of course, you're going to experience some citric yellow fruits, some fresh fruits, green, some honey, some husky flavors, some medicinal, and maybe some solvents. So like some cleaner, polish, some wax, stuff like that. Let's go in for the smell. Remember what I said? Go in for the smell. First thing that comes to your mind, go for it. Well, I think because of the alcohol, I got the solvents. Or maybe it's because the last thing I said, but it was the first thing that I thought about. Something sitting in there now, maybe with some fruits. I got like a little bit of green apple, actually. Yeah, I got some green apple. It was pleasant. Yeah, I definitely got some green fruits in there. Hence why I think yeah, it says some green fruits. It doesn't say which ones. On the nose, some people said sweet, vanilla, hazelnut, floral like a flower field. The oat is subtle, slightly bitter, and there's a hint of salt. Maybe that's by the coast that they're talking about, the salt. I think it opens up a lot nicer. Something's coming through. I can't quite pinpoint it, and it's nothing I just read, but it's the smell's actually pretty nice. Why don't you guys go in for the taste? Let me know what you think. The color is, I have a feeling with this type of whiskey, I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. It doesn't say on the box, but they could be using some type of, because it's a 10-year, this could be enough coloring, I think, for a 10-year. There could be some caramel additives in here, but then again, for 10 years, you know, this could be an adequate color that it would pull out. It looks a little light, but not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, I get that saltiness perhaps you know what? It's weird. Something does say the coast about it. Mind that I'm just looking at the box while while I'm drinking it. Maybe that's why. No, but it does kind of. There is some salty features in there, but like it tastes like, yeah, you went swimming in the sea, you know. It's not a lot of complexity, not a lot of character. I get the 75 ish. I don't think it's terrible. Expecting, well, hoping for a bit more in a whiskey, of course. But as for the flavors, it has sweet hazelnut, almonds, citric, and a hint of oak. As for the finish, dry and slightly bitter, mainly oak. I think I liked the finish, actually. The finish was nice. It coasted. Get that pun? But let's try one more time. Yeah. See, at the end, the alcohol is so strong, it just kind of takes over any subtleties that you would get during the taste. And that's what you have to remember, too. While you're tasting it, while it's in your mouth and you're experiencing it, it's try and also consider the flavors that you're getting, and then what the flavors turn into after you swallow for the finish, and or the completely different flavors that come up after you swallow for the finish. Okay, 75.18. I'm going to cleanse my palate here a little bit, and I'm going to try the land cask. Some some bread would be nice. I don't have any bread. Don't have it prepared. I don't even think I have any in the kitchen. What kind of Dutchie am I not having bread? Okay. Color seems deeper. Definitely seems deeper. The legs seem very thin. Very thin. Yeah. So the texture, and which makes up or makes sense with the sea cask, the texture wasn't anything strong, but also nothing bad either. I didn't mind the texture or think that was a problem when I tried the sea cask. Let's see. Interesting fact of the day before we jump into this. Keep it interesting. So, actually, so the oldest whiskey ever, as they say, is, or at least that's ever been auctioned, is the Macallan The Reach at 81, now 82 years old. It was distilled in 1940 and crafted from a single sherry seasoned oak cask. The US-based auction house Sotheby's has shared the pictures of the world's oldest whiskey. So maybe you guys can actually look that up, or maybe I can put a little picture in the video here. Maybe I did. Is it there? If I figured that out, amazing, because I am no video editor. That's so funny, man. It is not easy to edit videos, by the way. I got to stick to just tasting. Okay, and for this guy, for the land cask, you go in for the smell, please. Remember, do the smell, pull what you got from it, do another smell, pull what you get from it. If you don't know it, try and figure it out. Okay, so peat smoke, vanilla pod, black pepper, smoked meat, and a touch of fruit sweetness. Okay. Also, land cask has notes of chocolate, obviously smoky, citric, coal gas, and cooked fruit with some cooked mash. Curious about that one. Okay. I don't get any smoke. No, I'm just messing with you. Of course, it's fucking very smoky. Past the smokiness, I get some grains, some type of, yeah, I get a little bit of grains, something like that. And I also got I got the citric there, but like, it was like a quick whiff of like lemon or not grapefruit. Yeah, I think it was lemon. Yeah, that's what I got for those three. Let's go in for the taste. I'll read it to you. You have burnt brown sugar, charred oak, salted honeycomb, and barbecued fruit. Let's see if you can pull anything out like that. Or, pull out yourself, whatever you had in mind. Mm. Some character there, some depth, for sure. I really liked the end of that. I think just before I swallowed, I think that was really, really good, actually. I think probably because my expectations are a lot lower because of the ratings. So maybe that's why I think it's good. I didn't get to pull anything out of it for that one, but I actually really like this a lot more in comparison to this. So the jump in the score totally makes sense. What do you think? What flavors do you get before the finish kicks in? The texture is nice too. It's not creamy, but it's like charred. It's char. It's char. It's burnt wood. It's not just smoky from peat. It doesn't taste like peaty smoke like it does from a lot of other peated whiskeys, but it tastes like it tastes like if you were smelling a charred piece of wood in front of you. It's burnt char for sure. I think I get the chocolate as well. But it's like definitely a milk chocolate, not a dark chocolate. Yeah, it tastes like burnt chocolate, smoky. That's what I get, guys. Um, Interesting enough. What do we have here? Oh, by the way, whiskey that has been over-aged, it can taste bitter and ashy because the wood flavor takes over the grains. More interesting stuff. So yes, you can actually over-age a whiskey. Definitely, if you didn't know that. All right. Well, to sum this up, I'm curious about the pairings, or if I should just kind of end it here because we did a little bit of a mix. You know what? I think I'm going to try it with this stroopwafel. Because, why the hell not? And because the stroopwafel has a lot of different flavors. It's not just one flavor. It's a complexity of a few things. Perhaps it will mix. I'm going to try it with I'm going to cleanse my palate just a touch. Try it with the sea cask. See if it does anything. You know what? It probably won't, but just for you guys to know. It's my job. Don't worry. It wasn't so bad that I'm about to throw up. It was actually pretty good. It actually added a lot of flavor to it that wasn't there in this thing in the first place. Which, it's like, who's to say what pairing is to anybody except for themselves? Of course, originally you want to have stuff that pulls out flavors of the drink that you're having, because the drink is a lot more there's a lot more love and work put into it in a 10-year than in a 10-minute stroopwafel that they made, right? Of course, so you want this to complement this. But in the case, sometimes it's just, it's not that good, not that high of a level. So if you can increase it, try some different stuff, man. Why not? I'm going to try not to choke this time. But I actually really liked it. I actually really liked it with this whiskey. So, if you're ever feeling a sea cask, Or sorry, if you're ever feeling a stroopwafel, I gotta stop at 1 or 2 whiskeys because doing these things with a buzz is it's gonna be the end of me. This is terrible. If you ever want a stroopwafel, try it with an Aerstone or try it with a whiskey, like a space side. I guess this is space side style, so it might have mixed. I'm gonna shut up. That actually does even better. Maybe there's something sweet with these two, but the sweetness of this, maybe the caramel, it goes great with these two. It really does. It really does. Try the stroopwafel with it, guys. All right. I hope this was as interesting of a combination pairing tasting for you as it was for me. I'm going to wrap this up and finish these guys. You enjoy. Ciao. Thanks. Bye.